Since the dawn of time, humans have looked up at the stars and dreamt of flying. We long to touch the heavens, to soar among the birds. Around 400 BC, Archytas of Tarentum crafted a wooden bird powered by steam. This mechanical marvel demonstrated the power of the action-reaction principle. Centuries later, Hero of Alexandria's Eolipile used steam to spin a sphere. These early devices laid the groundwork for a technology that would one day take us to the stars. While the Greeks were experimenting with steam, a new and powerful invention emerged in ancient China: gunpowder. This explosive mixture would revolutionize warfare and pave the way for the next leap forward in rocketry. By the 1st century AD, the Chinese were already using simple forms of gunpowder in religious festivals. Bamboo tubes filled with this potent mixture were thrown into fires, creating dazzling displays of light and sound. But gunpowder's true potential lay not in entertainment, but in war. In 1232, during the Battle of Kaifeng, the Chinese unleashed a fearsome new weapon: arrows of flying fire. These early rockets, consisting of gunpowder-filled tubes attached to arrows, rained down on the invading Mongol army. The Mongols, accustomed to traditional warfare, were terrified by this fiery assault. The Chinese had invented the first true rockets, harnessing the power of gunpowder to propel projectiles through the air. These early rockets were crude, but they were effective enough to repel the Mongol invaders. More importantly, they demonstrated the military potential of rocket technology. The world would never be the same. The secrets of gunpowder and rocketry didn't remain confined to China for long. Through trade and conquest, this knowledge eventually spread westward, reaching Europe by the 13th century. European inventors, always eager to explore new frontiers, embraced this technology and began to experiment with it. One such innovator was Roger Bacon, an English Franciscan friar and a man of science. Bacon's experiments with gunpowder led to improvements in its composition, resulting in a more powerful and reliable propellant. His work directly contributed to the development of more advanced rockets, extending their range and destructive power. Across the English Channel, another pioneer was making his mark on the history of rocketry: Jean Froissart. This French writer and historian was also fascinated by the potential of rockets. Froissart's ingenuity led him to devise a novel launching system: tubes. By placing rockets inside tubes, he found that he could significantly improve their accuracy. This simple yet effective innovation paved the way for the development of modern rocket launchers. Europe was rapidly catching up to China in the field of rocketry. New ideas and innovations were emerging all the time, pushing the boundaries of this exciting new technology. As rockets became more sophisticated, their military applications became increasingly apparent. European powers saw the potential of rockets to revolutionize warfare. One intriguing story involves Wan Hu, a Chinese official who attempted to launch himself using a chair propelled by rockets. In Europe, Sir Isaac Newton's laws of motion laid the scientific foundations for rocketry. William Congreve's rockets, first deployed in 1804, were a significant advancement. Congreve's rockets inspired a line in the Star-Spangled Banner penned by Francis Scott Key. Section 5. The dawn of modern rocketry. The 19th century saw rockets transition from fiery projectiles to the precursors of modern space vehicles. A pivotal figure in this transformation was William Hale, an American inventor who made a crucial contribution to rocket stability. Hale's innovation was deceptively simple, yet remarkably effective: spin stabilization. By introducing slanted exhaust nozzles, he caused rockets to spin rapidly in flight, much like a bullet fired from a rifled barrel. This spinning motion dramatically improved their accuracy, making them far more effective weapons. While Hale's work focused on improving rockets for military purposes, across the Atlantic, a Russian schoolteacher named Konstantin Tsiolkovsky was dreaming bigger. Tsiolkovsky, considered one of the founding fathers of astronautics, was the first to propose using liquid propellants for rockets. In 1903, he published a groundbreaking paper outlining the principles of rocket dynamics and the use of liquid fuels like liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Tsiolkovsky's work laid the theoretical foundation for modern spaceflight. He envisioned multi-stage rockets, space stations, and even human exploration of other planets. His ideas, though far ahead of his time, would inspire generations of rocket scientists to come. Section 6. Reaching for the Stars. While Tsiolkovsky was busy formulating the theoretical underpinnings of space travel, another visionary was hard at work turning those theories into reality. Robert H. Goddard, an American physicist and professor, is widely regarded as the father of modern rocketry. Goddard's passion for rocketry began in his youth, and he dedicated his life to advancing this field. In 1926, on a farm in Auburn, Massachusetts, Goddard achieved a historic milestone, the first successful flight of a liquid propellant rocket. His rocket, dubbed Nell, soared to a height of 41 feet and traveled a distance of 184 feet in a mere 2.5 seconds. It was a modest beginning, but it marked a pivotal moment in the history of space exploration. Goddard's innovations didn't stop there. He went on to develop gyroscope systems for rocket stabilization, payload compartments for carrying scientific instruments, and parachute recovery systems for retrieving rockets after flight. His work laid the foundation for the development of the powerful rockets that would later propel humans to orbit and beyond. Section 7. The V-2 rocket, a harbinger of the future. While Goddard was making groundbreaking progress in the United States, across the Atlantic, a darker chapter in rocket history was unfolding. In Germany, Wernher von Braun, a brilliant but morally complex engineer, was leading the development of the V-2 rocket. The V-2, short for Vergeltungswaffe 2, Retaliation Weapon 2, was the world's first long-range ballistic missile. Fueled by liquid oxygen and alcohol, it could reach speeds of over 3,500 miles per hour and deliver a 1-ton warhead to targets over 200 miles away. During World War II, the V-2 was used to terrorize London and other Allied cities, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. Despite its horrific purpose, the V-2 represented a significant leap forward in rocket technology. It was the first rocket to reach the edge of space, paving the way for future advancements in both missile technology and space exploration. The V-2's legacy would prove to be a double-edged sword, both a terrifying weapon of war and a technological marvel that would ultimately help propel humanity into the cosmos. Section 8. Sputnik and the Space Race. The end of World War II brought about a new era of global competition, the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union, once allies against Nazi Germany, now found themselves locked in a tense ideological and technological rivalry. This rivalry extended far beyond Earth, into the realm of space. On October 4, 1957, the Soviet Union stunned the world by launching Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. Sputnik, a small metallic sphere that emitted radio beeps, captured the world's imagination. It was a powerful symbol of Soviet technological prowess, and it sparked a wave of anxiety in the West. The space race had begun. The United States, determined to catch up, poured resources into its own space program. 4 months after Sputnik, the US launched Explorer 1, its first successful satellite. The space race would dominate the next decade, driving rapid advancements in rocket technology, materials science, and telecommunications. It was a time of intense competition, but it also fostered unprecedented collaboration and scientific discovery. Section 9. A giant leap for mankind. In 1958, in response to the Soviet Union's early lead in the space race, the United States established the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA. NASA's mission was clear: to win the space race and push the boundaries of human exploration beyond Earth. The following years witnessed a flurry of activity as NASA developed new rockets, spacecraft, and trained astronauts for the challenges ahead. One of NASA's most ambitious undertakings was the Apollo program, a bold plan to land humans on the Moon and return them safely to Earth. The Saturn V rocket, a towering marvel of engineering, was developed specifically for this mission. On July 20th, 1969, the world watched in awe as Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the lunar surface. Armstrong's words, That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind echoed around the globe, marking a pivotal moment in human history. The Apollo program was a testament to the power of human ingenuity, perseverance, and the insatiable thirst for exploration. It inspired generations to dream big and to believe that anything is possible.